Hello, truth seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, as a human being, everyone is dealing with some level of fear, isn't it? When we reflect on our own lives, we know that there is some level of fear. Now, if you don't see there's a fear right now in your life, that's simply because you are anchored in something else. You're focused in something else, and that something is, making you forget about the fear. But once you done with entertaining your ego with something, you're always, come back to fear of not having, fear of losing, fear of, the uncertainty is there. What if is always there. So, to dissolve the what if, to dissolve that nagging mind that is creating the inner conflict and fear, this is where the spirituality comes in, the spiritual enlightenment comes in. The spiritual enlightenment is about dissolving the fear for good by understanding the nature of the mind and seeing the plain sight truth. And that can be done. And this process is about being honest to oneself. That means if we want to be free, we have to be honest to ourselves in the process, in deconstructing the mind, being thorough of the mind without holding on to any emotional attachment, without hiding anything from ourselves. So that has to be there. So if that is done, then the process will lead us to see the plain sight truth. But notice that to overcome the fear, what we are doing right now is conditioning our body and mind. Making the body and mind as a shield to push the fear away. That's what's happening in everyone's life. For example, if you are afraid of the height, and you don't want to be afraid of the height, you can condition your body slowly, and eventually you can embrace the height. If you're afraid of the dark, you can be in the dark, condition your body, and from that experience you can prolong to be in the dark. Same thing, if you're afraid of the water, you can be in the water, slowly, not throwing right away in the deep end, but slowly you can practice and you can, dissolve that phobia in you. Also, for the mental fear, the conflict, we are doing the same thing. So there's a difference in the, dissolving the fear in the physical level and the spiritual aspect. Physical fear, you can always condition yourself to overcome those limitations. But when it comes to when it comes to spiritual freedom, spiritual enlightenment, conditioning is itself contradicts the path, because spiritual freedom is about taking out all conditioning. We are not conditioning ourselves to be free from the mind, from the fear. We are taking out its layers, by looking, investigating, by tracing the fear backward to its root and eliminating the root altogether. And that's the process of spiritual enlightenment. So, the true freedom from the fear is about looking into the fear, tracing back the fear backward to its root, and eliminating the root altogether. And the process is, observing oneself, tracing back the mind, and asking ourselves, who am I? That's all we need. So anyway, there's just giving you that difference of outward freedom and inward freedom. Okay, that's all in this video. Hope this video makes sense. And again, we all are dealing with some level of fear, and to overcome the fear for good and not getting nagged by the fear anymore, then inward journey is necessary. That means deconstructing the mind. So yeah, that's it. Hope you're enjoying the tracing back work. Keep doing it. Again, I always said it that if you are serious in looking without being biased, then you'll get there. So keep going. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you're okay, and take care for now. Bye.